The wisdom of the black man. Damn. See, now that's that shit that can put you in a trance. Black man, you got me mesmerized, damn near hypnotized by the power that resides in your eyes. Those words of wisdom traveling from your lips got me fantasizing about your hands on my hips. Black man, you are a star, and you better believe that that wisdom of yours will take you far. Look at you with your fine ass, educating us sisters. Got us desperate to call you mister. With strength like yours, ladies can't help it but to bow down. And wherever you walk, I just might kiss that ground. Every time you speak, I can feel the purpose of your soul. I swear the wisdom of the black man is worth more than silver and gold.
Greetings, Earthlings. What is happening? How you doing? Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Let's just jump right into the topic of this video. I know that when you saw this title, you was like, finally! Finally, there's somebody out here talking about the very thing that I've been thinking about lately. Well, honestly, the thing that I've known for many, many years in my life. And I've been waiting for somebody to talk about it. And finally, somebody has the courage. Somebody found the courage, whatever. Somebody chose the courage, whatever it is, to speak on the wisdom of the black man. Yes, it is me, Sydney, Miss Sydney Island. I decided that I wanted to talk about this because it is very relevant to me, and it's been relevant to me for a very, very, very long time. If y'all watch my other video called Why I Stopped Being Angry at Black Men, y'all will know that I didn't grow up with a father. Gosh, that fly. Stop making all that dang on noise over there. Anyway, so y'all know that I grew up without a father. I haven't seen my father since I was 3. And you wondering, how can you make this video? You ain't even have a dad. But other black men have come into my life and taught me a thing or two. And it was because, like I mentioned in my other video, I made the decision to manifest good black men in my life. No matter how many men did you wrong, to say that all men ain't no good, that's toxic. And chances are, you are the problem, not the men, okay? Many black men in my life have taught me a lot, okay? A lot. Some of the stuff that I do in my daily life, the stuff that is very healing for me, has been influenced by really very wise black men. I'm not making this video to say that any other type of man isn't wise. I'm not what I'm saying at all. I just want to hype up the wisdom of the black man because from my experience, the wisdom of the black man is very unique. It's a certain kind of wisdom that to me comes from God and it comes from the earth. It's a very earthy, very grounded kind of wisdom that I feel like comes from ancient spirituality that a black man can have in this modern day simply because that's who his grandfather was, you know? It's in his DNA to be wise. So I always say that for the black men out there that are not wise, they've been brainwashed. That's not your natural state. The natural state of the black man is wise. Before slavery, we was doing some good things, okay? We had empires. We had our own spirituality that was taken from us and washed away when we were, kidnapped and brought to America as slaves. It took away our own unique connection to God. And essentially, it took away a lot of wisdom from black people. So now us as people, we are trying to get back to our original spirituality. If you've noticed with the whole shift that's been going on in the media and just on the planet in general. A lot more people are going vegan. And let's talk about black people going vegan. That's like, hallelujah. Because we all know black people and our obsession with fried chicken and barbecue ribs. You don't get no blacker than that. And so for black people to get rid of that and go vegan, it's a whole wave. It's a revolution. Shout out to my girl Tabitha Brown. Or she's not a girl, she's a woman. Let me be respectful. Shout out to the lady, the queen Tabitha Brown, who has a channel, with all these different vegan recipes, teaching us different delicious vegan meals. It's delicious because black women can cook our asses off. I'm also now back to being vegan, and I've been back to being vegan for the past almost month. I was vegan and I stopped and I went back, but I finally was just like, no, I gotta remain vegan because it really helped with my mental. It was really good for my mental health. Black people, we came from wisdom. We came from royalty. And it's the reason why they don't teach us about our heritage and who we really were before we were slaves. Because I always be wondering, like, okay, we were slaves, but what was we doing before that? What about our spiritual beliefs before we were kidnapped? Now all blacks are Christians. But what were we before we were brought to America? What were our spiritual beliefs before? We understood spirituality. We understood the connection between man and nature, the connection between God and nature, the connection between man, nature, and God, that triangle. We understood that connection. And the black man was the head of the household. And he was supposed to educate and teach and instill his God-given wisdom, which was natural in his DNA, to his family. And that wisdom is still there inside the black man. And unfortunately, we have like very screwed up, degrading rap music. The modern day rap music has an agenda behind it, and it is an attempt to get rid of the wisdom of the black man, to wash it out. Because when black people start to really know ourselves and we really know who we are spiritually, we're some pretty powerful, pretty scary people, okay? And if you get to the black man, you got to the whole black race. Because the man is supposed to be head of household. He's the leader. He's the head, literally the head. If you cut off somebody's head, if you get to their head, their mind, if you get to their head, you get to their mind, you lose them completely. Because the mind is the most powerful part of the human body. Without the mind, you don't have an identity. You don't have a way to speak. You don't have a way to make decisions. So they literally are cutting off the head of the spiritual black body. They're cutting off the head of the black consciousness, literally. And so black people are now like finding our wisdom, finding our awareness and our connection to nature. Shout out to Yaki or Yakai, who speaks on the fact that blacks and whites, our bodies are different to the point where we actually have to have a different diet. And black people are actually supposed to be, we're supposed to have a more vegan diet. We're not really supposed to be eating meat. And black people are catching on to that. But the wisdom of the black man is not being talked about enough, and it's kind of a shame. And I really want to make this video just to say, hey, black man, I see you. You are way more powerful than how society wants to represent you in the media. The wise black man has existed since the dawn of time. And all of a sudden, because of this rap music, this modern rap music, making young black boys who grow up to be black men, they believe that there's nothing more to life than smoking weed, doing drugs, pistol whipping, gangs, all this stuff that really is not even in our nature. It was pushed on us through American media. They said, create a channel called Black Entertainment TV. We're gonna put media on that channel that deceives black people into thinking that this is who they are and this is all they could ever be. Black culture is not what it could be, is not what it used to be, especially with hip hop and rap music. I think that that's really the main thing that is really screwing up black men and screwing up black culture and screwing up black women, you know. And I'll talk about all that in another video with black women and toxic femininity and all the fighting, the glorification of ghetto-ness that's going on in reality TV with black women. We're gonna talk about that in another video. And we can't deny that black men are natural hustlers. It don't really matter if he was born in the hood or if he was raised in the suburbs. It doesn't matter. Black men are hustlers, and when they do that with a certain level of wisdom that honestly is crazy. Like when black people do something, even if it's crime, it's like there's a certain genius behind it. And I'm speaking from experience from just the black men in my life, like the way that black men use their intuition to have their hustles and to make money and to sell stuff, you know. The black males in my life, my black male friends, you know, mentors. I had a really like very wise black man who was my supervisor at this library job that I worked at when I was in college. And he was very, very wise, but I didn't know it. I was very irritated by him in the beginning. He rubbed me the wrong way in the beginning because I felt like he was always kind of like picking on me. And then, you know, the more I talked to him is the more I realized that he kind of picked on me or targeted me because he saw potential in me. And I didn't grow up with a father, so I didn't really know I didn't know that he was kind of giving me like fatherly love and was being more like, you know, trying to be more disciplined towards me, you know. That man, when I tell you that man was very wise, he was very wise. You know, the stuff that he would say, it would just kind of make you pause and you would like really have to think, you know. And that's black men. From my experience, black men are just very, very wise. Like, you'll be baffled with, you know, the adversities of life and the challenges of life, just not sure what to do. And you call your black man or your black male friend or your black brother or whoever, and he'll just say something so simple. It's just one simple line that brings you clarity to an entire situation. And that's been the case for me, you know, with one of my black male friends in particular. You know, I would always call him on the phone and he would always have this wisdom and this clarity for me. He's literally a year younger than me, but he has wisdom of somebody who's been alive for centuries. Honestly. And that's, for me, that's what it's like. Talking to wise black men, it's like y'all have this wisdom that it's like y'all can be literally 21, but y'all have this wisdom that makes y'all come across like y'all been alive for like 80 years. You know, and it's real. It's very real. It is very real. And I just really want the wise black man to be depicted so much more in the media than what is depicted. They are working on it. They're getting better at it with the way that black people are being represented in the media and the power that we are finally able to have after many years of oppression and discrimination and hate and all that kind of thing. But I still don't feel 100% satisfaction. Maybe I'm not watching the right TV shows. Maybe I'm not watching enough TV because I really don't watch that much TV anyways. Like, I haven't been on Netflix or Hulu in like a long time. I don't know. It's been like a year, maybe longer than that. So when I do finally decide to get back on, maybe there's some shows that represent wise black men and I'm just like not watching the right shows or something. But I just really want to see more of the black man who has integrity and does things that, you know, he can be proud of. Things that we can be proud of as black women to see a black man doing, instead of selling drugs. Like, they always got to depict the black man as like selling drugs and he just hood. We want you to represent yourself as unintelligent so that black men don't know that they can be and actually are vastly intelligent and have created things that, you know, isn't really talked about. The black man has invented things that isn't really talked about enough. And black people in general have not gotten the credit that we really have deserved when it comes to creating some things. Some things people are still being brainwashed to think were created by the white man when it really wasn't. And I can go into that. We can make another video about that. The dime, all of that. We can go into that. The doctor symbol. I mean, it kind of goes on. And all this came from the wisdom of black folks. okay? We knew some things. But I'll be like, maybe we didn't know enough. The fact that we ended up being slaves, like, how did that even happen? Yeah, that's something that we wasn't doing right. We're gonna have to talk about that in another video too. But black man, thank you. Thank you for the wisdom that you have instilled in me. Thank you, Malcolm X. Thank you, Martin Luther King Jr. Thank you, Muhammad Ali. Man, that man was very wise. Nelson Mandela. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you to all of the black men who have instilled so much wisdom into society and have enriched society because of your wisdom and because of your efforts. I see you. I see you. And I rock with you. And I honor you. The wisdom of the black man is just very honorable. And this is honestly just kind of like a thank you. This is a thank you video. It's just a video to just bring awareness to it and just to let black men know that, us black women, we do see the wisdom in you and we do see the divinity in you and we see the God in you. Despite how some black women may act towards black men. Some black women treat black men like they're beneath them. Like they're not as strong or as intelligent as they can be, and they just blame it all on the black man. But if you keep telling a person that they are stupid or they can't do anything right, eventually they're going to believe it. So remind black men that they are more than capable. Remind black men that they are exceptional creatures, and if they die off, what would the planet be? Be a little boring, don't you think? Be a little boring. Black men bring the excitement. I mean, what would we be without the moonwalk? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, thank you, black man, just for everything that you have taught me, because I have learned a lot. Black men have taught me how to take care of myself and my diet. It's always been a black man. Kids, bro. Them kids, they bad out here. They be cussing. Little kids, I didn't cuss like that when I was a kid. I don't know. Things is different nowadays. I feel like an old lady. I ain't even been alive that long. Anyway, and on top of that, it's not just his wisdom. It's his wisdom, but it's also the way that he articulates his wisdom. It's the way that he expresses his wisdom. It's the way that he speaks when he expresses what he knows. It's beautiful. It's really beautiful. And for all the black women out there who didn't have a father and the household growing up and have these doubts about black men and doubts about the intelligence and the wisdom of black men, and doubting if it exists, and doubting if there are black men out there that are good and that will love a black woman and will respect her, they exist. I have a few in my life. And I have one that I've been friends with for 4 years. 4 years. Like I have black male friends that I've been friends with for years, and they literally have taught me more than anybody else I know. One of the main things that black men have taught me with their wisdom is how to develop a thicker skin. That's really one of the biggest things, because I used to be very sensitive. Like I used to be very sensitive, easily offended, easily hurt. I'm still getting over some of my sensitive traits, but I'm definitely a lot stronger than what I used to be. And it was my black male friend that told me, like, you need to develop a thicker skin. You need to not let people get to you like that. You need to be more independent, be stronger within yourself. Black men know how to be strong. And also black men are really good at not worrying about little things. Like that's one thing I really love about black men, is that wisdom kind of overrides that anxiety, and the wisdom overrides the fear, and you're like, it's gonna work out. Like black men are very relaxed, just relaxed in their wisdom and relaxed in their knowing. And I really respect that. I really do. So yeah, that's what black men have taught me. How to be stronger, how to be more relaxed, how to not worry so much, how to honestly take care of myself, and how to, view myself as a woman and how to carry myself as a woman. A real man brings out the real woman in you. And that goes for any man of any race and any woman of any race. So take that how you will. All right. So I think this is all I really had to say. Give this video a thumbs up, and also share this with your beautiful black brothers. Okay, share this with all the beautiful black brothers out there that need words of encouragement. And just share it with your black mama. Share it with your black mama that always say black man ain't no good. Share it with her, because she need to see this the most. Okay? I felt a little mad just now. Like, don't be hating on black men. Don't be hating on black men just because you have issues finding the right man, because you don't know how to attract him, because you have issues within yourself. Don't do that. Don't do that. Okay? Okay, I love y'all. Stay tuned for more content from me, and also let me know any other topics that y'all may want to hear me speak on. I'm ready to really grow this channel. All right, so bye-bye.